Someone asked if I get treated differently because of my long hair, which I talked about in my last video. The answer is yes, so I wanted to talk about it a bit. The most obvious way that I get treated differently is just on the street, in public. People avoid me, they're afraid of me, which is strange because I'm not a inherently scary guy. I'm quiet, respectful, mind my own business, don't do anything strange or unusual. But if I'm waiting for a light at a crosswalk or something, people will stand way away from me. Or if they're walking past, they won't walk right next to me on the sidewalk. They'll like walk way around me, like over some grass or something. So they're clearly afraid of me. Just a little odd. I'm not doing anything unusual. Maybe they think I'm a druggie or something. They're just thinking, this guy's way outside the social norm, so he can't be trusted. He must be dangerous. They think I'm dangerous. I can't hurt anybody. I'm like a skinny guy, you know, I got these little wrists. You know, I'm not very strong. I weigh 130 pounds. So I can't hurt anybody. Maybe they're afraid I have a weapon or something. I don't know what exactly it is. I think it's just like subconsciously they just recognize that I'm different, and different is dangerous, so they avoid me, which is fine. They can do what they like. And it does make you feel a little bit, makes you feel isolated, rejected maybe. But I've kind of accepted that a long time ago, that I'm going to be different and people won't accept that, and that's their decision. That's not my decision. So now when it comes to people that are kind of forced to interact with me, like people at a business or something, they always say the same thing. They say, how long you been growing that thing? It's like a script. They all know the exact thing to say. They all say the same thing. It's not like they spoke to each other and coordinated, hey, we're all going to ask him this question. No, just independently, everyone knows to ask the same thing. They say, how long you been growing that thing? And what they mean is that they feel uncomfortable, that they see me and that I'm doing something very strange and unusual. So this feeling of discomfort, it's like overwhelmed them. They have to say something about it. But they don't want to be like direct and confrontational and say, hey, you're making me uncomfortable with your strange look. So they'll think of something more like a question to ask me, like they're trying to like engage with me. They'll say, hey, how long you been growing that thing? Which means your beard makes me uncomfortable or your hair makes me uncomfortable. But, you know, they don't care about the answer. No one really wants to know, hey, how many years have you? They don't know me. They don't care about me. How many years have I been growing? What do they care? I just tell them the same thing. I tell them it's been 7 years. It's been longer than that, but in my last video, I talked about how, you know, hairs fall out after 7 years. I don't want to explain all that to some random person in a shop, so I just say 7 years, and that's good enough for them. And then some of them will say like, man, I could never grow a beard like that, some guys. And that's sort of them flipping it back onto themselves. Like a lot of people, when they see somebody else doing something, they think maybe they should be doing it. Like people are such conformists. They need to be part of the tribe. They see what other people are doing and they think they should be doing it. Now, I'm a totally weird, unusual person, so there's no reason that they'd think that they should be like me. But maybe in the past they have experimented with trying to grow out a beard or something and they say, oh, I could never grow a full beard like that. It's interesting to me how they make it about themselves just like that pretty quickly. Like I'm maybe judging them. They think maybe I'm judging them for not having a beard, which is crazy. I mean, I guess I do judge humanity for not expressing their nature, but I don't blame individuals, of course. You know, they're in this system, they do what they see and what they understand, and that's totally fine. I don't hold that against them or think they should do something different, except on maybe a very high level, not on a practical level. It's kind of impractical. Getting a job and stuff like that. Now, if I go into a group situation, they also always say the same thing. They always say, hey, it's Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. they all say. Everyone says that independently. Again, it's not like everyone in the world got together and decided, hey, this is how we're going to respond to this guy. No, they just all independently say the same thing. Hey, it's Jesus. And what are they doing here? Again, they feel uncomfortable. They feel like my hair is unusual and strange. They need to point it out and make sure I'm aware that it's not quite fitting in the standards of the group and society. So they need to point out something, but they don't want to directly like accuse me and confront me because it's too tense, it's too confrontational. They don't want to start something. So instead they frame it as it's kind of like a joke. Like they're making fun. They're saying, hey, Jesus, like it's almost like a nickname, or like they're kind of being playful and fun with me. But you see how it kind of like invalidates me as a person. I'm not Ryan in their eyes. They don't care what my name is. They just call me Jesus because of how I look. They say, hey, it's Jesus. And whoever says that, they get the social points because they get everyone to laugh. Because when they say this, hey, it's Jesus, they actually look at their friends and smile, and then their friends look back and laugh, like it's a big joke. So what they're doing is they're like building points with each other, whoever says it first, because they're all thinking the same thing when they see me. They're all feeling this, and whoever brings it up is breaking the tension. They're kind of the brave one. And then everyone else gets to laugh and release the tension about how weird it is that I got this strange, unusual hair. It's not like I'm doing anything weird. It's not like I come in there all like awkward and like making people uncomfortable with the way I speak or anything. I think you can see that I can speak pretty normally. No, it's just purely how I look. And they say, hey, it's Jesus. I mean, I get it. I understand. It gets annoying after a while, but, I don't want people to call me Jesus because I'm not Jesus. Jesus was a religious, historical figure. I'm not out here pretending to be a miracle worker or something. I'm Ryan. I'm just a guy who happened to want to grow his hair out which isn't even, everyone grows their hair out. It's just that they cut it, and I just decided to stop cutting it. So I let my body express naturally what it is, what it means to be a human being and a person. And that's just too much to explain to a random person you meet in public. So I got to deal with all these reactions, but at least I know what the reaction's going to be. I had a funny idea that maybe I'll like make business cards and it'll just say 7 years. And then when people say, hey, how long you been growing that thing? I can just pull a card out of my pocket and give it to them that says 7 years. I don't know. I just think that would be funny, but it's kind of a dick move, so I'm not actually going to do that. But yeah, those are just some of the reactions I get out in public from my long hair. So maybe you guys find that interesting, and you'll know what you're going to be up against if you decide to grow out your hair as well.